with blackest eyes,
Babes,
with Jurassic eye.
over on. No. The same fucking ball pump.
Show me.
Hello fans, welcome to Buddy Seat. I'm your host, Joseph Gaimid.
And I'm your host, William Patrick Coleman. And today we are reviewing the movie The Hateful Eight, starring Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Walton Goggins, Bruce Dern, Demian Packard, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, and Samuel L. Jackson. Written and directed by the wonderful Quentin Tarantino. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what this movie's about?
It's about 8 people. Well, it's about more than 8 people, but it's about 8 people who get stuck in a snowstorm, so they go to, what do you call it, like a hibachi?
Haberdashery.
They go to a cabin, and they're stuck in there, and
Kurt Russell plays a bounty hunter who has his bounty, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh. He is shackled to her throughout the whole movie, and they end up in a cabin filled with 6 very questionable characters that could possibly be in on it with the prisoner themselves, trying to help her escape. So the movie plays out like a mystery, who's really in on it, and it's really a question of characters all trapped in a cabin for about 2 to 3 hours.
Then there were 3 more murders. Let's consider each murder one by one.
so we just sat through the red carpet premiere, the 70 millimeter.
Yes.
The picture is amazing. Like, he gets some really beautiful shots, and, you know.
All before he gets to the cabin, which takes a good 40 minutes.
Yeah. But I thought this movie was terrible.
Really?
That was so bad.
Really?
So bad.
Is there Tarantino movies that you do not like?
I don't like either Kill Bill.
I hate pulp. I hate all pulp. Okay, orange juice pulp, that stupid British band name Pulp, Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino. What's with that goddamn head, by the way? And Kill Bill, what a piece of shit. And then there's a Kill Bill 2? What's that about? Jesus Christ. Kids, when you grow up, don't see either one of the Kill Bills. They both suck, okay?
What's your top 3 Quentin Tarantino movies?
God, top.
Directed, not written.
Okay, if I were
Directed.
to do directed only, I might get a lot of hate mail for this, but backwards I'll say number 3 is Django Unchained. I really think Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he really got mislooked when they were doing Oscars nominations. I thought he was really, really good, as well as Samuel Jackson. But Christoph Waltz won, which is great as well. Number 2, I am a huge fan of Pulp Fiction, and I know that I'm not the only one in there, but the fact that it's not number 1 is what's going to give me a lot of the hate mail, because my number 1 is actually Kill Bill Volume 1.
He's so bad.
Kill Bill Volume 1?
Yes.
Kill Bill Volume 1 is fantastic.
Both Kill Bill.
Filled with great... If it was the whole bloody affair, that would easily be number 1, but it's right there on the line with Pulp Fiction. What about you?
Number 3 would be Reservoir Dogs. Number 2 would be Django. Number 1 would be Pulp Fiction, like every other red-blooded American
human being in the world. Well, I gotta tell you, I really like the movie. If there's anything I had to complain about it, because not every movie is perfect, and certainly with Tarantino, he has a couple of flaws here and there. It's not my favorite movie he's ever done, and it does go on a tad longer than it needs to.
Way longer than
there are certain moments when they're building it up, you don't know which part of what they're saying is relative or important to the movie compared to what's not. By the time everything is unfolded, it's, you know, just blood, guts, in your face, fast. And there's normally nothing wrong with that, but by comparison to the first, hour or two, it's just slow.
You'll never hear anybody do this comparison ever again, but I compare it to like a Kevin Smith movie. All right?
Anyone in particular?
Clerks.
Okay.
So much dialogue about stuff that has nothing to do with anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Kevin Smith makes it funny. In Quentin Tarantino, this movie, just like what they were talking about, I'm just like, I wanted to go to sleep. No. I wanted to yell in the theater with Quentin Tarantino sitting in front of me, "Fuck you, Quentin Tarantino."
Thank God you didn't do that. We would never get invited to another red carpet again. All 8 of these characters are extremely unlikable. They're not great. They're not good characters. So it makes it even more interesting as things unfold and you start to figure out what everybody's true motives are. Yeah. Well, I I loved it. My co-host did not. Where would you place it on the Buddy Seat chart?
Oh. C8.
You're saying skip this crap. I'm going to go ahead and place it in I-11. I-11 is sitting right next to the Rent It. So I'm right there on the cusp. Unless you want to see it for the beautiful 70mm on the big screen, you really can just wait to see this kind of character development in your own home.
I think that's my problem with it, is it's too long. Didn't need to be this long. This could be an hour and 45 minutes.
Well, I'm in it to win it with you, Quentin Tarantino. I can't wait for the next couple of movies. And even when you're bad, you're great. So even when you're bad, I think you're fantastic. I love watching your films. So thanks for watching, Buddy Seat. Until next time.
So ya thought ya might like to go to the show.